Okay, I'm just walking back from the park, having just filmed a few more Flowstar tutorials, and I wanted to make my director's video really quickly. Basically, I haven't had enough time to do the director's video I was planning to do, because I've been doing these Flowstar tutorials instead. The deadline for submissions is today, and I've got to go to work soon, so I'm not going to have time to do anything complicated. I wanted to enter something because I've never missed one yet, so I thought I'd do something a bit different, and I'd come and talk to you instead. So I wanted to talk about these Flowstar tutorials I've just started. Basically, I enjoy teaching Nunchucks, always have, but I've always kind of thought like you need a certain amount of experience before you can consider yourself qualified to be a teacher. And I suppose, you know, if you're a genius prodigy, you could be a teacher straight away, but I've always felt that about 5 years would be right for me. When I had 5 years experience, I'd be in a much better position to teach properly. So I've never tried filming walking along like this before. It's a little bit distracting. And I'm a bit knackered from doing my sort of warrior-esque attempted video as well. Jumping around the field, trying to do strikes, which are fucking knackering. Right, so, Flowstar, yes, good. So I thought I've got like 5 years experience now. Back when I started, that's when I said I'd start teaching. So I looked into teaching and doing classes in the UK. And Solwire was very influential on this because he's been trying to do exactly the same thing in the States at the moment. So yeah, I ran a workshop at Southern Lights Festival, which I did a couple of years ago at Play as well. And that just got me teaching about the whole thinking about the whole teaching thing more. I looked into running like proper classes, but you need to get public liability injury insurance, which costs about 300 quid, which is a bit more than I have to spare at the moment. So that's on the back burner until I got a bit more cash, which took me back to teaching over the internet, which is, you know, how I've done most of my teaching, because you don't stumble on, you know, you don't bump into many people in the real world who love freestyle nunchucks, but on the internet there's a fair few hundred of us now, so it's much easier to teach on the internet. So I didn't really know, you know, who I wanted to teach or what I wanted to teach, but I knew that I wanted to have a much more sort of personal relationship with people I was teaching than just, you know, making tutorials to anyone who wanted to see them. I wanted to do them for specific people, and I wanted to, you know, get to know specific people. So I just kind of put a thread up on Freestyle Forum saying, anyone interested in being my Padawan, let me know. I just use Padawan because I think it's a funny word, really. Yeah, Kuiper got back to me, and Joggy got back to me, and Michael got back to me, and then a whole bunch more people, Hero and JM and Gothic. So I've just started doing them, and hopefully I'm going to keep doing them fairly indefinitely now. To mark my sort of 5-year anniversary, I've moved into a bit more of a personal teacher role, which I think I'm going to enjoy. So yeah, these are all going up on my YouTube channel, which is Nunchaku Christoph, which I'm sure you all know already if you're watching this. And if you want to get involved, just let me know. I mean, I have only a limited amount of time. I can only do tutorials like on my days off, and you know, when I've got an evening shift or something like today. But I'll do as many as I can, and you know, it'll be fun. So my entry for the director's vid is basically an advert for my Flowstar tutorials. So come and get involved.